In 1968, around that time, some Korean students who came early time, they almost finished college. Because of financial problems, they couldn't finish one last semester. So people got together, raised some money, and by holding concerts. But that was mere about $300, you know.
The Korean American Scholarship Foundation was first established back in 1969. We've been giving scholarships every year without any interruption for the last 43 years. We were able to accumulate about $3.5 million in endowment fund. We are very proud of doing that, but it is not enough for the students who really need financial help in today.
The mission of KSF is really twofold. One is to help educate our students. At the same time, we want to make sure that we instill some pride in the Korean American students.
Hi, my name is Sun, and I'm an incoming freshman at Swarthmore College. The college process overall it's really stressful, as it is for most seniors who are applying. I found the financial aid aspect and how to finance college to be the most stressful, but the scholarship application was very simple and very easy, and Mr. Chun, I emailed multiple times about questions that I had, and he always responded really promptly. So it was really great knowing that they wanted me to fill it out and be successful in this endeavor.
I think Scholarship Foundation is unique in that a lot of people volunteered helping out students in need and fundraising activities and selecting qualified students for scholarship award and so forth.
I love to work for the KASF because I like the people, I like this volunteer work, raising funds. I traveled to Korea, knocking the door to door, all these institutions. Why don't you help us for this noble cause?
We have multiple generations of volunteers. My dad convinced me to participate, and so will I convince my children to participate. If you look around in our membership, we have several generations of volunteers, and we have an opportunity to share our knowledge and our experience to the younger generation.
It isn't just a scholarship. I think that this organization really excels in providing role models for younger students. Like when I go to a Korean American Scholarship Foundation event or like a networking like dinner, I see people who have everything that I want to be in the future. You see young college graduates and like people in their 30s and people who are like in their 50s and 60s who have done it all. It's really just impressive.
I got involved with KSF because I wanted to continue the awesome story that our older generations, first and some even second generation Korean Americans have started in reinvesting into the community. I think Koreans have such a good tradition of, wonderful tradition of kinship, supporting each other. We're
looking for future leaders and volunteers who can actually take the baton from us and really be the asset to not only to themselves, but to the community as a whole.
What I hope to see in the near future is that we have more young people involved with Scholarship Foundation. And it is already happening, counseling, mentoring. So there's a very encouraging trend that the first generation is still helping, but the second generation is actively participating.
My dream is, right now we have about $3.5 million in endowment fund. I like to see it will grow to $10 million if we can in 5 years. They started out with $300 in 1969, and now it has grown say, as you see, $3.5 million.
We have the privilege of maybe being able to look at a bigger picture because our older generation was able to provide for us. So I think our generation is looking for ways to actually get involved and give back and engage in wonderful causes like KSF.
Most, if not all, of our donation goes directly to the students and to help them educate and pay for their tuition. The impact of their donation goes far beyond just helping them to educate.
I think what motivates me is just that I have this ambition to just go out and get more. So I think that really just like pushes me to like always go searching for things that I can do, like how can I get more involved or how can I make something better and really just like give back.
Well, in order for an organization like this to operate, I mean, we're like a business. We do not have any paid staff, and so it's purely voluntary work. And we cannot do this work all by ourselves. We have so many volunteers, we have so many dedicated board of directors, the donors, their kind, generous donation they provide year after year. It's the media that's helping us to spread the word. It's the volunteers, that young professional volunteers that we have actually had the opportunity to work with this year. I'm most grateful for them. Without the help of all people involved, we can't be where we are today.